Good evening and welcome to Wall Township here in Wall, New Jersey for tonight's Pope John Junior Lions 10 and under game against the Wall Knights. Mike Formisano here calling tonight's action as we get set to kick off. We've got captains on the field for the coin toss. The Lions coming out 1-4 on the season. Their lone win against Long Branch 2 weeks ago, and last week losing 26-14 to the Manalapan Braves, and they look to finish up this 3-game road trip with a victory over Wall this evening. A twilight game here in Wall Township at the Municipal Sports Complex, as we'll start with the sun setting, and it'll go under the lights probably by about the second half. So, captains on the field, waiting to see who will kick off, and we'll be back with you with the opening kickoff of this game between the Pope John Junior Lions and the Wall Knights right after this. Welcome back to Wall, New Jersey, here in the Wall Municipal Sports Complex, where the Pope John Junior Lions 10 and under squad will be taking on the Wall Knights. Mike Formisano here calling tonight's action as we get set to kick off. It'll be Wall kicking off to Pope John. The Junior Lions in their white uniforms trimmed by gold and navy going right to left. And they have their pink socks on today as October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Thank you to the Ciliberti family for getting the socks out to all of the players. Kickoff goes down to about the 50-yard line where Pope John will go ahead and cover.
Number 21, Gavin Anderson.
10 yards! 10 yards!
So Pope John will be coming out on defense as the Wall Knights go ahead and recover the kickoff. The fans not happy in the fact that the ball is supposed to go 10 yards, and that was the complaint. They're going to spot it at the Pope John 49. So Wall recovering the kickoff and the handoff, pitch back to number 1. He'll turn the corner going right. And a missed tackle by Pope John there. He's still on his feet, down at the 40, the 35, and at about the 31, held up by number 5, Benny Platt, and a few other Pope John defenders. And that'll be a first down for Pope John. So let me explain what happened. The kickoff went about 9-10 yards right on the border. Pope John fans here thinking it was not the 10 yards necessary that the kick needs to go. And with Wall recovering, they get the ball, and that's why they have it instead of Pope John to start out things. So, ball's now at the Pope John 30. Knights coming up to the line. Quarterback under center. Will hand it off. Met right at the line by Benny Platt. Trying to bring down number 21. They can't do so. They've got him tied by the ankle, and finally a second defender comes in to lay him down. So, number 21 with a second effort there is able to gain about 3 or 4 on the play. And we've got a second and about 6. So a bad initial break for Pope John to start this game, but a good defensive play there to hold the Wall Knights to a gain of about 4. Second and 6. 8:25 to go, just starting the first quarter. Knights up to the line, quarterback under center. Number 2 in motion, hand off to number 2, rounds around the left on a sweep. Evades Ciliberti, now gets past Platt, down to the 15, the 10. And he's brought down at about the 10-yard line for another Wall Knights first down.
Your line.
Let's go, defense!
First and 10, they're going to mark the ball at the 11-yard line of Pope John, so it's not a goal to go. Wall can get down to about the 1-yard line and they'll still have another set of downs if they're able to get the first. Nice quarterback under center. 2 men in the backfield. And look like to be moving on the line. And it's a false start against Wall. They'll move things back 5 yards. 1st and 15 for the Knights. So the Knights moved back to about the 16-yard line of Pope John. Quarterback under center. 1 man in the backfield. Actually, I formation is a fullback right behind. There's the tailback going to the right. Rolling through the defense. He's got 1 man to beat. Down to the 5. Touchdown, number 21 for Wall. A 16-yard touchdown rush. And the Knights go up 6-0. Gavin Anderson, the touchdown for Wall. And they'll go for the point after touchdown. 6:53 on the clock here in the opening quarter. And the Knights out to a 6-0 lead. Point after attempt for Wall. Quarterback up to the line. Rolls to his left. He's got it. Throws it downfield into the end zone. Nobody there. Incomplete. And so the point after touchdown fails for Wall. And they'll kick back off to Pope John, holding a 6-0 lead. We'll be back with action here at Wall Municipal Sports Complex. The Knights lead the Pope John Junior Lions 6-0 right after this. Welcome back to Wall, New Jersey. Mike Formisano here with you as the Wall Knights hold a 6-0 lead over the Pope John Junior Lions 10-and-under squad. Wall getting set to kick off from the 40. Here's the kick. It goes about 12, 13 yards down the field and covered there by Ryan Lambreglia. Lambreglia will go ahead and sit on the ball, and Pope John will start from offense at their own 45. Let's go down the roster for Pope John for tonight's game, starting with number 5, Benny Platt. Number 6, Lucas Rosinski. Number 8, Charlie Formisano. Number 9, Braden Colson. Number 10, Jason Brennan. 11 is Damian Morales. 12 is Chase Whaley. 13, Dominic Diarco. The quarterback of the Junior Lions, Matthew Staub, number 15. Lucas Kelshaw, number 16. Mark Hedgepeth, 19. Jude Cofrancesco, number 20. Vincenzo Siliberti, 21. Makai Moon, 22. Sean Klebitz, number 23. We'll get back to the rosters after this play. Here's a snap to Staub, hands it off. And the back got about a yard, maybe 2 on the play.
No gain there.
That looks to be number 5, Benny Platt.
Benjamin Platt.
So 2nd and about 8 from the Pope John 47-yard line. Staub coming back out to the huddle. Staub under center. Rosinski in the backfield. Here's the pitch over to Rosinski. Rosinski will take it around on the side. Tries to get around the Wall defense and is able to get down to about the 45-yard line of Wall. That'll be close to a first down. We'll see where the markers go. And the referees are saying first down, Pope John. So Rosinski with a 7-yard run there gets just enough for the first down, and the Pope John offense in motion. In plus territory now at the 45 of the Wall Knights. Staub under center. Rosinski in the backfield. Here's a handoff over to Platt. Platt nowhere to go. Back to about the line of scrimmage, maybe not even that.
5 on the stop for the Knights. James O'Hara.
So that'll make a 2nd and 10. They're going to mark him at the 45. So Platt was able to get back to the line. Staub at the center. He's got Platt and Siliberti behind him. Rosinski in the backfield. Here's Rosinski with the handoff. He goes ahead and runs through the 40, down to about the 38. And that'll make it 3rd and 3 for the Junior Lions. 4:40 to go here, first quarter. Wall leads 6-0 over Pope John. Staub back out to the huddle. Let's continue with the rosters real quick. Number 33, Jason Cofrancesco. Number 34, Harrison Saratsky. Number 43, Tyler Killen. Number 50 is Colin Bauman. Here's a handoff over to Rosinski. Rosinski will roll to the left side, brought down by number 22 for the Wall Knights. And that will not be enough for the first down. So the Junior Lions looking at that first 4th down of the evening. 4th and 3 for Pope John. Let's finish off the rosters real quick. Number 55, Kevin Murphy. 61, Alex Aguado. 88, Nolan Reed. Number 40 is Jacob Jessamaria. 96, Ryan Lambruglia. And number 99 is Noah Kraus. 4th and 3, Staub will throw it down to Hedgepeth. Hedgepeth on the right side. Hedgepeth running to the 40. He's got it and then some. Brought down at about the 34-yard line. And that's plenty for a Pope John first down. So Staub hooks up with Hedgepeth for the reception. And Pope John continues to march. 3:23 to go, first quarter. Wall leads 6-0. A 16-yard touchdown for Wall by number 22. And they failed on the point after conversion. And now Pope John trying to answer. Staub with the handoff over to Rosinski. We got a flag on the play. Rosinski barrels down to about 31. But we'll see what is up with the flag. False start against Pope John. And they'll drive him back 5 yards. Referees marked the ball at the 34. And it'll be 2nd and about 14. Staub up to the line. Single backfield with Rosinski. Hedgepeth out to the left. Here's the snap. Staub throws it over to Hedgepeth on the left, and he's met by 2 Wall defenders. Brought right down behind the line of scrimmage by number 82, and they're marking it at the 36, so 3rd and about 16. The Lions will have to get to the 20 if they want a first down and continue this drive. Minute 57 to go, first quarter. Lions in the huddle. I formation. Here's the handoff over to Rosinski. Rolls over to the right. Rosinski getting past one defender, but not the second. Could not turn the corner and is stopped at the 32-yard line of Wall. So this will bring up a 4th and long for the Junior Lions. Staub coming back out to the huddle as the Lions are going for it. 4th and long here. Minute 13 to go, first quarter. We're glad you're with us. Wall Municipal Sports Complex here in Wall, New Jersey. The Knights hosting the Pope John Junior Lions for this 10 and under matchup. Clements in the backfield. Staub will pitch it to Clements. Runs to his left. Past one defender. Tries to roll to the corner, but can't get free. And Wall will bring him down at about the 41-yard line. I'm sorry, the 36, where the Knights will take over.
4th down upcoming here.
All right, so this will be 4th down. They had not reset the marker on the field for 3rd before after the penalty, so we now have 4th down for the Lions. 20 seconds to go, 1st quarter. 4th and about 16, maybe 17 to go. Single man backfield with Clements in the back. Here's Staub throwing it over to Hedgepeth. Makes the reception, but is met immediately by 2 Wall defenders. And a turnover on downs as we end the 1st quarter. So, the Wall Knights on a 16-yard rushing touchdown take a 6-0 lead over Pope John. And they'll get the ball back on a turnover or downs when we return for the 2nd quarter. We'll be back with 2nd quarter action between Wall and Pope John right after this. Welcome back to Wall Township, New Jersey, in the Wall Municipal Sports Complex, where the hometown Knights lead the Pope John Jr. Lions 6-0 as we start the 2nd quarter. Mike Forbesano along with you, calling tonight's action. The sun just setting in the west as we speak, as the afternoon turns to evening and evening to night. Wall will go ahead and get started for this 2nd quarter from their own 37-yard line. Quarterback under center. Here's a snap. Handoff to the running back. Running back right through the middle. Cuts through the defense. Gets down to about the 47. Finally met there and brought down, but not before the Knights get a 1st down. 10-yard rush by the running back for Wall, number 1. Just underway here, 2nd quarter. The Knights lead Pope John 6-0. Knights up to the line. Quarterback under center. Here's a snap. Number 17 handing it. Oh, from 1 to 2, a reverse play. And the Knights pull up the Lions. And Pope John, Lucas Kelshaw, able to bring down number 2, but not after a substantial gain all the way down to the Pope John 40-yard line. So the quarterback, number 17, handing it off to number 1, who reverses it to number 2. And 2 brings it down to the 40. 1st down for Wall at the Pope John 40-yard line. '17 hands it off. Number 56, a fullback, down to the 35, down to the 30, still on his feet, finally brought down at about the 29-yard line.
Big play, gain of about 8.
So they're going to mark it down at about the 28-yard line, and that's enough for another Wall 1st down. So about an 11-yard gain on the play for number 56. Wall up to the line. Single man backfield, number 2. Receiver, number 1 to the left, man in motion. Here's the handoff to number 2, right through the middle, and is met after about a 3-yard gain. So that'll make it 2nd and 6, maybe 7. As Wall gets down to about the Pope John 26-yard line. We're going to say 2nd and 7 to go. Wall leads over Pope John 6-0 here, early second quarter. Quarterback looks to throw to the right, fakes it, now keeps it, rolls to the right, and is met there by Rosinski, making the tackle, and the quarterback getting just back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 6. Third and 6 from the Pope John 26. Quarterback under center. Takes a snap, hands it off to the tailback, number 1, met by number 50 for Pope John. That's Colin Bauman. He'll bring him down. And Wall now facing a 4th down and about 5 or 6 to go. I don't need to tell you how big a defensive play this is for Pope John here in the middle of the second quarter. Down 6-0, Wall in Pope John territory. The Lions trying to get the ball back before giving up any more points or yardage. Shotgun, number 17, rolls to his right, throws it down the field. He's got a man down there. Incomplete. Went right through the hands of the receiver. A bad break for Wall. Pope John will take it, and a turnover on downs. Nice throw by the quarterback. It was right in the receiver's hands, but went through. And good defensive pressure by the Lions as Wall turns it over on downs, and Pope John will take over. .5:41 to go, second quarter. The Wall Knights lead the Pope John Junior Lions 6-0. We're glad you're with us here in this 10 and under game here from Wall Township in New Jersey. The third of a 3-game road trip for Pope John. They started out with a victory over Long Branch, but lost last week by 12 to Manalapan. And we got a whistle and a timeout. Coach Co Francesco wants to talk things over. And so we'll return with you right after this. 5:41 to go, second quarter. Wall leads over Pope John 6-0. Welcome back to Wall, New Jersey, as we get set to start up the middle of the second quarter between the Pope John Junior Lions and the Wall Knights. Mike Formisano with you. As the Junior Lions looking to get on the scoreboard, they are starting from their own 26, down 6-0, 5:41 to go. Takes a snap, running back through the middle. They'll gain about 3 on the play. And it looks to be Benny Platt. Platt with the rush, right through the middle. 3 yards in a cloud of dust. That'll make it 2nd and 7. Lions up to the line. Staub under center. Rosinski in the backfield. Staub rolls out, hands it off again through the middle. Not much of a gain for Pope John. That was Platt on the run. Gets to about the 30. We'll call it 3rd and 5. Staub back to the huddle. Lions looking for that one breakout play that can get them downfield and into Wall territory. They've had some good runs so far, but nothing substantial to be able to make that breakout play, and that's what they're looking for right now. Welcome back here to Wall Township, New Jersey. Again, some connectivity issues here. We are trying to stay on the net as best as possible, but again, no internet connection, so we're just going with what nature provides. So we may lose connection. We'll try the best to go ahead and hold on to it. Handoff by Staub to Rosinski, brought down behind the line, and Pope John will be facing a 2nd down. So just catch you up if you missed the action from a couple plays before. Staub went ahead and ran down through the right side, was brought down at about the 40-yard line, and there was a penalty against Wall, so it's set down to a 1st. So Pope John had the 1st down, now the rush by Rosinski, and Rosinski dropped for a loss with about 2 yards. So it's now going to be 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12, Pope John from about 37. We've got 3:30 to go here, 2nd quarter. Handoff goes through the middle. That's Platt. Platt brought down at about the 40-yard line.
3rd down and coming here.
So we're going to make this about a 3rd and 9 from the Pope John 40-yard line. 3:11 to go, 2nd quarter. Fast-moving game here in Wall as the Knights lead 6-0 over Pope John. Staub back out to the huddle. Lions up to the line. 3rd and 9 to go from their own 40. Staub will take it. He'll keep it. Rolls to his right. Tries to turn the corner. Can't do so. Nimble footing, however, keeps him down there. So 4th down from the 43-yard line. And they've got to get to about the 49. So 4th and 6 for Pope John. 2:33 to go. Staub will pitch it to Rosinski. Rosinski to the left. Rosinski sweeping towards the sideline. And there's enough for the 1st down. Lucas Rosinski with the rush gets down to the Wall 49-yard line. And Pope John has a 1st down. First and 10 from the Wall 49. 2:08 to go, 2nd quarter. We got a whistle and a timeout. Coach Francesco wants to talk things over. So, timeout by Pope John will return with action between the Wall Knights and the Pope John Junior Lions. 2:05 to go, 2nd quarter from Wall, New Jersey, right after this. Welcome back to Wall, New Jersey. Mike Formisano with you, calling tonight's action between the Pope John Junior Lions and the Wall Knights. We are now under the lights here in Wall as they've been turned on. The sun below the horizon as we switch over to evening. Lions up to the line. Here's Staub. Fakes the pass. Hands it off to Rosinski. Rosinski cuts through the middle. Gets to the left side and down to about the 43 of Wall. Substantial gain for Pope John. 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4. Second and 4. Lions up to the line. Stop. Pitches back to Rosinski. We got flags from 2 referees on the play. False start. False start penalty against Pope John. That'll set them back 5 yards. So the ball gets back to the 49 of Wall. That's going to make it 2nd and 10 for the Junior Lions.
Let's go, boys.
Staub under center. Hands it off to Platt. Platt rumbles through the middle. And substantial yardage down to the 44. 5-yard run by Benny Platt. And that'll bring up 3rd and 5 for Pope John.
Solid game there, number 5.
58 seconds to go. Clock running. Pope John hurrying to the line. Stop. Barking out singles. Hands will pitch back. Rosinski to the right. Rosinski cuts through down to about the 40, maybe just shy of it. And that will make it a 4th down. Maybe 2 to go. 28 seconds. Clock is running. Clock continues to run. Coach is looking at the clock. And now the whistle blows with 11 seconds. And that was good for Coach Francesco to let the clock wind down to about 11 seconds. That way, they can go for it all here, try and get into the end zone in this one play. And if they don't make it, well, they don't leave any time on the clock for Wall to go for a last-second home run pass or something. So let's reset action for you. 11.4 to go here, 2nd quarter. Wall's up 6-0. Pope John with a 4th and 2 from the Wall 41-yard line. Timeout's over. Lions back out to the field. Staub up to the line. Klebitz in the backfield. Behind Platt. Here's the handoff. Staub fakes it. Rolls to the left. Going down to about the 40, and he's brought down at the 43. Just not enough breakaway speed to get past 81. And that will give the ball back to Wall with 3.2 seconds to go.
Number 81.
So, valiant effort by Pope John to try and get on the board in this first half, but it's not to be. And with 3.2 seconds to go, Wall will get the ball back from their own 41-yard line. Defensive substitutions out for Pope John. Wall coming to the line. Here's a snap, man in motion. 17 has it, confused in the backfield. Hands it off to his running back, number 1. He'll keep it, roll to his left. He's past defenders, rolling down the sidelines. Staub gets past Staub. He's got one man to beat. Oh, and Brzezinski comes up from behind and brings him down and saves a possible touchdown for Wall. A big tackle by Lucas Brzezinski, and that is the end of the first half. So, the Wall Knights will go into halftime with a 6-0 lead. Pope John will try and regroup and come out for the second half looking to even things up. So, score at halftime here from Wall Municipal Township. The Knights lead the Pope John Junior Lions 6